for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sing my shit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play fake. Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
After the sack on first down, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Cardinals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Murray again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Haskins.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Jay Sanders.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent size. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And Fitzpatrick's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. Touchdown! Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, They wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Big ass open, big ass open.
Here's a quick throw to McBride. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? They'll run with Allen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that one complete downfield to Cup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Allen, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To throw, it's Murray. Setting up the screen for Haskins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 8. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Ace.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he goes out right around the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Akers. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Allen about 3 yards there to the 27.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He'll get this to Akers. And it's a fumble. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. A quick pass to Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Cardinals make over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How do they go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Swim.
They'll pitch it to Haskins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray able to get this one to McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Goes right back to McBride. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Smith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Cruz. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On third, here's an option play right. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, They'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Fitzpatrick to throw. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Back to throw it. Murray.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 22, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
This, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches that wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.